Hi, it's Crystal. Thanks for joining me again on Riding with Crystal. Are you trying to decide what bike you should get? It's really my rooster, yeah. So anyway, if you're trying to decide what bike to buy, what size, let me explain to you what I did. I wanted a Harley Davidson. I decided I wanted to ride, and if I was going to ride, I was going to ride with the best. So I walked into a Harley dealership and I bought this beautiful 1200cc Sportster. It's a 2021 and it's gorgeous, isn't it? It's got the retro paint job, it came with a windshield, very nice bike. So I got it home, and my class that I was going to take to learn to ride it was a month and a half away. So within a week they delivered my bike, and I sat and looked at it, and I sat and looked at it, and I thought, I need to ride this. So I hired a guy, to come help me learn to ride it, and he showed me the shifting and he showed me all that, and it was great. I'm on a cul-de-sac. I rode down to the end of the cul-de-sac a few times, came back, did okay. And then I got down to the end of the cul-de-sac and I stopped. And when I stopped, I had my wheel turn, and it was a slight incline. And this bike weighs about 660 pounds, or probably a little more now, since I added some stuff to it. But so wheels turned, heavy bike on a slight incline, and you guessed it, I dumped a bike. Bike went over with me. I could not keep it up. At 125 pounds, I could not keep the bike up. So bike came down on top of me, and I couldn't get it off of me, okay? So, and also, I hit my head because I didn't have my helmet on, and I should have had the helmet on, but I thought, oh, I'm only going 10 or 15 miles an hour. What can happen? Well, nothing else got injured. I just had a bump on the back of my head, and that wasn't good. 2 weeks. So I got back on it, I rode it a few more times, and then I put it away. And then I got a little fearful. So I found this beautiful little bike on Facebook Marketplace. This is a 2009 Honda 250cc. Small bike, chromed out, really cute. It's got a windshield, sissy bar, luggage rack, great Viking bags. Thought, okay, I need to learn on something smaller, so I bought this. So now I'm at home, I've got two bikes. I got my Harley 1200 and I've got a Honda 250. So this bike fit me much better, much more easier to handle. The weight is great. I'm flat-footed, totally flat-footed, easy to shift, easy to maneuver. Learned on this. So I took it out on the street on the cul-de-sac, and I did up and down, found the friction zone, up and down. Then I worked my way up, and I went out and around the block. So went around the block a few times, came back, went again. Then I decided I'm going to go out through the whole neighborhood. So I drove through the whole neighborhood. I'm sure the neighbors were like, she's crazy, she's on a motorcycle, she's going around the block, around the block. And I did it until I had this down. So, I mainly did it because I didn't want to look stupid in my class. I wanted to know how to ride, what to do, and not look stupid. So, and it worked. I got to my class, I took my class, it was great, okay? Learned everything I could learn. Instructor is another story, but we'll go there a different day. But he did instill some good stuff in my head. I can still hear him yelling, okay? So anyway, I got home and found my bike. Oh, so whenever I got to the class, I went from the 250 Honda to a 500cc Harley. So bigger bike, learned to ride on that, did great. Did the class, went great. I can still hear the instructor yelling shit in my head, okay? So I came home and I looked at this and I thought, that's awful little, I don't want to ride that. Especially when I've got this beautiful Harley sitting here in my garage. So I thought, I am not getting back on this. I'm going from the 250 to the 500 to the 1200cc. So that's what I did. I got on the Harley, got it out to the edge of the driveway, found my friction zone, practiced up and down the cul-de-sac, which is about 5 houses down, back and forth, friction zone. Then I thought, okay, let's go around the block, around the block. And then I thought, I did it. I'm going to go again, around the block. Yay, I could handle the weight of it. I knew how to balance it. But my problem came in, I wasn't flat-footed. On the little one, I'm totally flat-footed. So I had to make some adjustments to this bike. So there's 3 things you can do to make a bigger bike fit you. One is have the shocks lowered. I thought about having different shocks put on lower, but I found someone who could just tighten them up a little bit. So that saved me about a 1/2 inch, 3/4 inch. And then I got a lower seat. So I've been through 3 seats. There's the stock seat that was tall. Then I got the Super Reach seat, and that was better. But then I've got this super low seat. So all from Harley. This one seems to fit the best. So I did the shocks, the seat, and then I thought, boots. I need some higher boots. So ask me how many pair of boots I have now. I have always loved boots. So that's always been my big thing, boots. Couldn't wait for fall to get here. So now I have about 8 pair of boots. All Harley boots. I couldn't decide, well, not all Harley boots. I do have a Doc, and the Doc boots are huge. They have a big sole, not these are my favorite boots, but they have a big sole and they made me taller, or really taller, but it just feels kind of awkward, and they're not very pretty. They're kind of like a boy boot. So anyway, I have all these boots. This is my favorite boot though. These are my Harley boots. Super, super cute, okay? And they work on this bike. So I can get on this bike and I can set flat-footed now. It's awesome. All right, let me show you. The weight is still heavy, okay? Weight is still heavy, but if you turn this and push up, I've got it. And look, I am flat-footed on this bike, on this giant Sportster 1200cc. I am flat-footed, okay? Oh, look at my lights. It's telling me I don't have my key in my pocket. That's okay. Pretty cool lights. Security system on it too. Pretty nice. So, and then turn it back and set it back down. I got it. So if you're thinking of getting a bike and you're trying to decide, I would start on something small and then move up. I kind of did it backwards, but it worked out for me just fine. It's flashing at me still. Hey. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you have decided to go with a bike. I hope you get a Harley.